much of your time today. I wanted to talk to you about the election, and I just feel really led to talk about the candidates that we have. The choices that you make in life affects your life in many different ways. Who you invite, who you vote for, it counts. Don't ever believe that your vote doesn't count. Everyone in America has the opportunity to vote God Almighty as their king, but they will still choose someone else. They would never just choose God because they think this is the way that it's supposed to be done. And so, with that being said, you have Donald Trump who's saying that it's going to be a bloodbath. If he doesn't win elections, he's aiming it at Joe Biden. And, get out the calle. And, hola, buenas tardes. And so, basically, it's like, what bloodbath is he talking about? You know what I'm saying? It's weird that all those years ago, that when we saw that box with Donald Trump, and it had a 24 on the box, and I thought it was the 24th day of December. It actually really could be the 24th year, you know what I'm saying? Which will actually be the 25th year because he wouldn't come in until January 21st. And if you go back to iPad Gold, it shows uh, the woman, and remember I depicted had a 123 um, on the entrance of uh, the bottom of her leg. And anyways, it's just so much connecting us right back into what's about to happen. And so, and then you wonder when the Simpsons episode is gonna come out, and they're both gonna pull off their mask and they're both aliens, right? Like, but that hasn't happened yet, and I haven't been watching enough of the news to to know exactly what's being going on. I catch these little glimpses. Um, where I'm at, there's so much stuff that's going on, and sometimes I don't have time to catch the news, but I get to catch various different little things. And so crazy, I saw a fireball um, here in Mexico. I saw a fireball in the sky. It was crazy, and it was like everything was happening at the same time. And I just don't want people to vote for Donald Trump and he's going to take everybody to Mars, like in my dream. And he put these bracelets and helmets on people, and your neck was like kind of cut or something. I don't know, for the helmet to fit. And then all these people were in this bar, and then they were drinking, and the air was all red. It was like really messed up. I really think that Donald Trump is the real pharaoh of the children of Israel. And I really believe that this is modern day Egypt, And it's just so much. So, anyways, we want to talk about the lady that wears red a lot. Um, I don't know her name, um, but I saw her. She wears red a lot. And the Bible talks about a woman who wears a lot of red. And so it's funny that you have this lady in red, you have Donald Trump, and you have Joe Biden, who all up until now has been sleepy until now he has the election and he's woken up, you know. And to me, all honesty, I think that he could get a new vice president. I think his vice president that he has is trash, and I think that he could actually be a great president if he had a better vice president. Okay, now if he gets somebody in there that's running straight for God in there, and then we could see some changes in our country, and maybe some things could get turned around. But I don't see personally as Donald Trump being the president. It's gonna be all out war. He's talking about it's gonna be a bloodbath if he don't get in the office. Okay, he wants to talk about it's gonna be a bloodbath. Oh, he's talking about there's gonna be a flood. He know there's gonna be a flood because if he doesn't win, there's a flood. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be a flood. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna flood like the bottom part of the Gulf area, which is gonna flood up into Louisiana, some of Texas, and I dreamed that the Gulf was completely empty. It was only just sand. It was like a new land, and I was literally standing on the sand, and I was looking at Florida, literally looking at Florida. I was like, I just want to go to Florida, and in the dream, and I had a friend, and she was like, "Come on, girl, we could just go to Florida. It's right there next to us," and we were in the Gulf of Mexico, which was so crazy, and people were like literally building houses on the Gulf of Mexico. And it was like you were claiming your territory before somebody else could claim it. You know what I'm saying? And I just I don't see I don't see the land prospering with Trump. He's one who brought all these plagues, and if you look about Texas, Texas, Mexico, Louisiana all received hail, lice. There's like a lot of lice infections or outbreaks or whatever. Um, there was a whole bunch of frogs. I mean, um, we haven't experienced darkness yet, but I mean, the moon is about to turn to blood, and the sun is about to turn to darkness, and it creates an X, and I just don't want to be a part of the X. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be X'd out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want Donald Trump in office. But you guys are all up to able to vote for whoever you want to, whoever you feel like it. But I feel like that people should vote for God. I mean, that says a lot because in your heart, you know you voted for somebody really great, and your vote, you did it, but not enough people voted. They really think that these men could save their lives, but they don't put their focus on Almighty Ra. They don't focus on what He has for them, and at the point that Ahaya Ayua is like he's really tired of how um, everything is going.